Deir Yassin needs to be looked at, and a number of historians such as Benny Morris have done just that.
Arab research in the 1980s, and occasionally there is some Arab research, serious Arab research as opposed to just propaganda, conducted by a professor from Birzeit University called Sharif Kanane. How did he look into the Deir Yassin question, the numbers? Firstly, I'm talking about the numbers. He went from refugee camp to refugee camp, village to village, to find who was left from who survived Deir Yassin, the conquest of Deir Yassin by Jewish troops on the 9th of April 1948, and worked out through the families who knew who had died in each family, how many actually died in that battle. And he found that somewhere around 100, 110 people died in Deir Yassin, which contradicted, of course, the traditional number given out both by the IZL, that is the Irgun, and the British, and the Hagana, that some 250 people had died in Deir Yassin. So the number was smaller. The real number apparently was, according what he found in his investigation. The number consisted mostly of women and children, the 110, not of army-age males. Most males probably fled Deir Yassin as the IZL and LHI troops, or irregulars, assaulted the village. A few died in the battle. There was a battle there which raged all day, and by the end of the battle, everybody had left except those who were dead. In conquering the village from Hagana intelligence documentation, the LHI and IZL irregulars killed women and children by throwing grenades into houses, by shooting down people who fled from houses, maybe by executing a few after they caught them. There wasn't a massacre in the sense, Uri Milstein says that there wasn't a massacre in Deir Yassin. There wasn't a massacre, and he's right in the sense that he didn't take 100 people and line them up against the wall and shoot them in the back. That didn't happen. What did happen was a number of atrocities. It was a battle in which people died, and accompanying it were atrocities, a series of separate atrocities, in which a family was shot here, a family was blown up in a house there, altogether amounting to 100, 110 deaths. I would say that the word massacre is correct. By and large, a series of atrocities with several tens of people killed, not in battle, amounts to a massacre, even if it isn't the classic, lining people up along a wall and shooting them. But he says, no, this was a battle, people died in it, civilians were caught up in it and shot. So you can, take it or leave it. We don't disagree, Uri Milstein and myself, about what happened in the village. The Hagana documentation, the intelligence documentation about what the LHI and IZL did there is more or less agreed and well known. The question is one of definition. What is a massacre? What does a massacre consist of? If a lot of civilians are shot dead, more or less deliberately, alongside a battle, then it's also a massacre in addition to a battle. That's my view.